Hi, welcome to Homework Assignment 2. For those of you that don't know, I'm your TA Riel, and I'm just going to be doing a mock example of what your Homework 2 assignment should look like. Basically, what Marshall and I are trying to accomplish by doing this homework assignment is to recreate the pet visits that you guys have been seeing throughout the semester that were originally in the classroom, but now we're going to do a virtual example of it. And actually, when I was an undergrad, I did a pet visit in the classroom, so I'm kind of excited to recreate this with all of my dogs. I'm just going to go over briefly what the instructions are. Sorry, Zeppelin is really into the camera. So basically, they have to be no less than 2 minutes and no more than 4 minutes. They also need to have an actual live animal in the video. You need to have a physical and vocal presence in the video. The submission must be in a video format, and the video must be uploaded to YouTube and then posted to the discussion thread that will be created for this homework assignment. And it is due March 28th at noon. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So I was going to try to keep this video organized and do one dog at a time, but no one's really cooperating with me, so we will just do what I can do. And yeah, we'll start with Zara since she's currently sleeping on my lap. This is Zara. I know, she's like, what are you doing? I'm trying to take a nap. We got her from a breeder in Chicago, actually. And it was just her second birthday, so she's 2 years old. We actually have 2 Dobermans, so you'll see another one later in the video. But I'm trying to think of some funny stories about Zara. Well, we have a window right in front of me, and when Zara learned that she could climb up on the radiator and watch out the window from stretching on the couch, she actually ate a perfect little square in the window so she could stick her head right in the square and watch out the window. So she is the resident barker of the house, and whenever anyone walks by, Zara is the first one to let everyone know that there's someone outside. And so that's really great. And then she's really funny because she gets obsessed with toys, and so whenever she has a favorite toy, she'll rip out all of the stuffing on the inside or the squeaker or whatever was in there, and then she'll carry around the toy skin, and she literally will not put it down until she loses it outside, and then she becomes obsessed with the new toy. And then, let's see, what's another good story? One time, since Zara likes to carry around her toys, we knew it was her. There was a clog on the first floor toilet, and we didn't really think much of it, so we had a plumber come out to try to get the clog out of the toilet, and the clog was so bad that he had to pull the toilet off the wall and put it in the front yard to figure out what was going on with it. And once he pulled it off the wall, he found out that there was a bone actually in the toilet. So we know that she was the monster that did that, and super naughty, but it's kind of a funny story to tell people about her. So this is Addie. She is my 6-year-old Chinese Crested, and I actually got her when she was 2. Let's see if I can get her up for a little bit. She's like, what are you doing? Yeah, so she is like the cat of the house. It's funny because usually she never lays right here. She'll lay like up here where she can just kind of like watch everything. She's kind of like the alpha of the pack, and which is funny because she's like the smallest, but they all totally respect her and listen to her. When it's just the big ones, it's kind of like Zara's the leader, but then once there's something going on, then Addie is definitely the leader of the house. And it's kind of a funny story how I got her. So when I was younger, I really wanted a Chinese Crested, and my sophomore year of college, my mom sent me a Craigslist ad for Addie, and she looked absolutely horrible in the ad, and I could just tell that this dog was not in a good situation. So it turned into me wanting to like save Addie more than, oh, I want to go get a dog because she's so cute. So yeah, I picked her up, and she had pretty much like raisin eyeballs, like she couldn't even like open up her eyes at all. And she had this stomach, and I was younger, my best friend's dad used to breed dogs, so I kind of knew what a pregnant dog's stomach looked like after it gives birth to pups. And so I knew right when I picked her up, I was like, it looks like this dog has had puppies. And the girl that I got her from on Craigslist was like, no, she hasn't. I don't know why you'd think that. Whatever. So I brought her into the vet immediately, like the day after I got her, because I'm like, this dog looks horrible. And it turned out that Addie was lactating because she just had puppies, so the girl had lied to me, and she was using contact solution to moisten Addie's eyeballs, even though that was obviously not helping. And so basically when I got her, she was in such rough condition that the vet was like, you need to bring her to an ophthalmologist. And so I brought Addie to the ophthalmologist, and she was kind of in such bad shape that we needed to go back every 3 months until they felt like Addie was good enough where she didn't have to come in all the time. And so about a year and a half of that and 2 eye surgeries later, Addie has finally gotten the all clear from her ophthalmologist, so she just needs to go in every year for a checkup. So yeah, she has been definitely like the most expensive dog I've ever owned because of that. And if you are ever thinking about getting a dog and you think it has eye problems, do not get it because Addie was totally worth it, but ophthalmologists are very expensive. So maybe just something you should think about. So this is Reese. I actually just woke him up from his nap. His favorite thing to do is to sleep on that bed that's like right behind me. I don't even know how to, there we go, right there. So I don't know if you would have seen him, but he was sleeping there throughout like the other dog videos. But he is 16 and I actually got him when I was in 2nd grade, and he is like the sweetest little thing. He knows his routine. So like in the mornings I wake him up and then he goes outside and does his little business, and then he comes inside and he sleeps for like literally all day long. Like he sleeps so much unless he knows I'm down here because he has the best sniffer, and he will wake up from his nap if I'm working on the 1st floor and then come find me just so he can sit on my lap and then go back to bed. So this is Zeppelin. He is actually the newest member of our pack. We got him in November, and we got him from Savable Rescue. He's actually about to turn 2 in like a week, but by the time you see this, he'll already be 2. He is so funny. If there's animals on TV, he goes absolutely crazy. Like he will go by the TV and stand on 2 legs. And so if I can figure out how to edit that into this video, I'll definitely put it in just so you can see it because it's unlike anything I've ever seen. I've never seen a dog that is so interested in the TV. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but Zeppelin kind of has like a really sparse coat. And so he is actually 3/4 pit bull and 1/4 Xolo. So I don't know if you guys know what that is, but that's like that Mexican hairless breed, which I feel like you can totally see in his face. Zeppelin, look over there. Look, what's that? And his huge ears. I feel like that's a dead giveaway for him. Last but not least, this is Xena. So she is the younger of the 2 Doberman. She actually just turned a year old. And if any of you took my welfare class last spring, I actually did bring Xena to class, and she was so small, so it's crazy that she's already a year old. I rescued her from United Doberman Rescue, which I'm a board member of, so if anyone wants to foster a Doberman or adopt one, let me know. But anyways, Xena was from Texas, and I'm trying to think of some little fun stories about Xena, but I actually don't have any, like dropping the bone in the toilet or anything like that because she is like such an angel. She never does anything naughty. She's such a good girl, so sweet, but she's super highly food motivated. Like, watch this. Xena, are you hungry? Yeah. She loves food. She's always hungry. Let's see. A lot of people ask me about the Dobermans if I decided to crop their ears, and I actually had no choice in that. When I got Zara from a breeder, she already had her ears cropped. And then when I rescued Xena, she actually already had her ears cropped too. And yeah, so that's just a question I get often about the Dobermans. And then generally about the dogs, since this is a companion animal nutrition class, I feed them From, so FROMM, and it's like the gold standard bag. And yeah, I feel like I really like that food for all of them. They haven't had any issues, and yeah, so that's just what I feed them. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching my video, and I hope you made it to the end. I'm sure my video is probably way too long, so just a reminder, keep it over 2 minutes, but under 4 minutes. So use me as an example for some talking points, but yeah, don't make it as long as this video is. And if you made it to the end, thank you. Sorry, they're playing behind me. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little more information about who I am because I know I'm kind of more behind the scenes and Marshall is checking in with you guys every week. But yeah, this is my little dog family and I can't wait to meet your pets.